Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy Sunday to you all. My name is Ngoziibe. How are you doing? All right. It's another Sunday, and we're here to talk about goal setting. Hello, everybody. I'm just going to hang on a little bit for others to join. So we're going to talk briefly on how to set goals and what goals are. My name is Ngoziibe. So, okay, I'll go ahead and start. Goal setting. What is goal? When people want to set goals, or when we say, we want to set a goal, my goal is this, my goal is that. What is goal? Goal is the development of action plan. And this helps to motivate and guide a person. For instance, I want to do something. There should be something that can motivate you to do it, because we say a lot of things that we want to do. So the goals are the motivation that help to guide that plan, that help to guide a person to achieve that thing they plan to do. So we're talking about goal setting today, and we want to talk about how to set goals and how to achieve them. And in doing that, we're going to talk about priorities in goal setting. You know, we set a lot of goals, we want to achieve a lot of things, and we don't have priorities. We just want to do everything at the same time. It doesn't work like that. So we're going to be doing all of that today. And welcome to my channel again. And I'm glad to have you today. So I'm going to go ahead and start. Goal setting is the development of action plan to help somebody, to motivate someone, to guide you to do that thing that you wish to do. So we're going to start with our short-term goals. Okay, I can decide to set a goal for today. When you're setting a short-term goals, or when you're setting goals, you have to be realistic. Right? You have to be realistic. For instance, I want to set a goal for today. Today being Sunday. So I plan to wake up in the morning, take my breakfast, go to church, come back and do this video. Those were my goals, or they are my goals for today. Right? Wake up in the morning, try and get some breakfast, go to church, and come on Instagram to do this video on goal setting. So this is a short-term goal for today for me. Now, I can't set a goal for today and tell myself, oh, today being Sunday, as of yesterday, planning for today being Sunday, I'm going to buy a house, I'm going to get pregnant, I'm going to buy a plane, I'm going to help everybody in my family, there are a lot of things that we still want to do that are not realistic, because we're not working towards getting them. Saying I will do something is different from setting a goal towards doing that thing. You set goals that are real. You know how much you make every month, or you know how much you make a year, and you're setting a goal of equivalent to what you make in 20 years. It's very, very unrealistic. You don't set goals with other people's money. You set goals with your own money, with your own life, with your own plans, with what you have in your head. I'm not going to set a goal with what somebody had promised me. Okay, somebody promised to give me 100,000 naira in March. So I'm setting a goal towards that 100,000 in March. The person might fail you. So you don't set goals with those things that are not real, that you don't have. You set goals with things that you know that you have, or that you can achieve. You don't set goals on promises. If it's your hard-earned money, you're working and you know you get paid, fine, you can work towards that. So I'm going to set these goals. When I get this is what I'm going to do, because you know you worked for it, you should earn it. But in most cases back home, some people work, they don't even get paid on time. So you cannot even set goals with those, which is understandable. So that's what we're talking about, setting realistic goals. Okay. Now that you know that you're working, sometimes they owe you for a month, sometimes they don't pay you on time. So you have to plan with what you have. What can I do? Okay, now I'm going to be working. I've been doing this job for 4 years. They don't pay me on time. I'm short paying my children's school fees. What am I going to do towards that? Now you can start looking for other jobs. You can put that in your goals. My goal for 6 months now is to get another job and leave what I'm doing right now. You can set that goal. You have a reason to want to leave your job. You're determined to leave because they're not paying you on time. So you're looking for something that can pay you so you'll be able to achieve your stuff. So you can be able to start planning towards that. And when you start planning towards that, you write them down. I want to do this. When you write those things down, make sure you visit them. If I want to leave, for instance, I want to relocate in a month's time, I'll start looking for jobs, start applying for jobs. Not just I'm going to relocate or I'm waiting for the time I relocate to start looking for jobs. You start looking for jobs right now to that city that you'll be going to. You put that in your bucket list, in your goals. These are part of my goals for 2021. I want to relocate to a different city. I'm looking for a job. What kind of jobs are you looking for? Now, there are things that we do a lot of times that draws us back. You know, we set goals that are not real. For instance, I'm using relocation because I'll be relocating soon. So, for instance, if you want to relocate, you might be looking for a job that you know you're very good at, or your kind of job you think is the kind of job that you should be doing. So when you're relocating, you might not get your dream job at that time, unless you're offered a job before you start trying to relocate. Some people, they just get a job and they try to relocate them. That's a different scenario. But if you are trying to relocate, for instance, you have to look for a job. Now, you might not get that job that you normally do that pays you well. When you are relocating, I advise that you take any job that can pay your bills at a particular time. If you know I have to leave, when I move to this city, I have to be paying my bills. So you look for any job so that there will be income coming in until you get that kind of job that you desire to do. All right. So in goal setting, we'll have to check those things that are priority. I know if I relocate, I need a job to pay my bills. That will be my number one priority, to get a job. So if I'm setting goals now, that will be my number one on top of my list, to get a job, because I know I am moving in a month's time. I don't know if I'm making sense. So in goal setting, I'm just trying to give us some guide on how to set goals. When you're setting goals, you have to be real. You have to check your priorities and see those things that you need to do that will help you to do the other things. We want to do everything, but there are some of them that you have to do that is going to help elevate you to be able to do the other one. So you have to put them according to how they weigh, the one that comes first. You know, you want to go to school, you go to primary 1, 2, 3. You go to primary school, before secondary school, then university. Now, your first priority is to get into primary school first, then work towards getting to secondary school. But you can't just come out from nowhere and you just go into university. So the goals are to start from where you are supposed to start and start working towards it. You can start from primary 1 and you're a very smart student. You jump to 3. Then you're very good, you jump to 5. So all of those, you still have to start from somewhere to see your ability, your strength, what you can do. So in goal setting is about the same thing. You have to know what is priority, what you're supposed to be doing now first. You don't do what you're supposed to do tomorrow, you start it today. And the ones you're supposed to do today, you push it to tomorrow, to next week. It doesn't work, because those ones that you're supposed to do today are the ones that are supposed to elevate you, to help you to do the ones you're supposed to be doing tomorrow. So guys, now setting priorities. Let us now calm down, coming back home to what I see, how people run their things. I realize that back home, we don't buy things in bulk. We're trying to save, but we don't buy things in bulk. We'll buy, every day we'll go and buy small things. For instance, we have food money now. Somebody gives me 100,000, I'm in Nigeria. For me to go to use that money, that 100,000 is, $100 is for food. For me to use that money to go and buy food, I will be buying the food one by one. Breakfast, I'll go and buy. Lunch, I'll go and buy something and cook. I'm not saying that it's not okay. If it's what you're used to and it's been working for you, that's fine. But if it was me, if I'm giving that money, I'll go and buy things in bulk. Even if I don't have to spend 100,000, $100, I can use $50, go to the market and buy all food stuff. There are food stuff that you buy that you don't have to put them in the fridge. You can buy beans, you can buy rice, you can buy red oil, you can buy palm oil, you can buy salt. Most things that are needed, that you need to use in your house, you buy those things because that money is supposed to be for food. So you're checking your priorities, knowing those things that is needed first. So the other ones are minor. If you don't even have meat in your house, you can cook your beans with salt and pepper and it will be sweet, just in case no other money comes in. So it's checking and knowing the priorities, what you're supposed to do. So when you go, you buy things every day, one by one. I don't think it saves you money. You save when you buy in bulk. So if the money is not there to buy in bulk, it's understandable. So I'm just talking about how we can manage and how we can set priorities. I realize that when I go home, my siblings, they like to buy things one by one. Even if they have the money to buy in bulk, they'll go and buy one. The next is to go and buy one. You don't save your money. You're buying retail price. When you buy wholesale, you save more. So people say, oh, I don't have refrigerator, I don't have fridge in their house, I cannot go and buy food stuff and put in the house, it will spoil. You can buy those stocks that you don't have to put in the fridge, but you need them in the house. You can buy washing soap that you wash your dishes with. You don't have to put it in the fridge. You don't have to be buying every day. So you go and buy small soap to use. You can buy enough because the money is there. You can buy beans, like I said. You buy rice. You buy oil. You buy salt. You buy Maggi. You buy pepper. Those things, those will not spoil. You put them in the house because they are needed. If you have to eat, you need all those things in your house. So we're talking about setting goals and priorities. So when you're setting your short-term goals, you should know those things that are real. You start from setting a goal for a day. What I want to achieve tomorrow. So many times we don't achieve all of them, but we achieve some of them. So it's always important to set goals, no matter how difficult they seem. When you set them every day, if you have daily goals, in the evening you check to see how many of them you were able to achieve. So even if you are only achieving one every day, it reminds you, it helps you. So you keep going to that goal. You keep checking. So if you can start keeping your daily goals, then you start setting goals for a week, your weekly goals. Then when you start thinking that you're doing well with your weekly goals, you can now go to monthly goals. Then from monthly, you can set goals for 3 months or 4 months, the first quarter of every year. Sorry, I'm just going to read this. Okay, yes, somebody, Pat Ramsey, you tell people that never to let house out of those things. Yes, there are things that you're supposed to have in your house as a person. Like he rightly said, have those things in your house. Even if there is no money tomorrow, you can still survive for 1, 2, 3 weeks. If you have beans, like you have beans in your house, you have rice, those things that will not spoil. Spaghetti, put them there. Because normally you will eat. So somebody can give me $100. Every day I'll go and be buying one something. Buy one tin of milk, Lipton tea and sugar. We drink for today. Tomorrow I go and do the same thing. That's a waste of money. If you check how much you're spending, to you it may be nothing, but it's something. So if we start checking those things and knowing priorities, things that we're supposed to have, things that we're supposed to be doing, and start doing it, you will start seeing changes in everything you do, because it will look like you're programmed. Anybody that comes around you will say, oh, I know how she does it. If you go to this person's place, you have to do it like this. You see, people will start following you. Being careful not to break those things that you know to do. So, but normally, it's always good to know what your priority is and face reality. Right? I cannot go and be living in a place I'm managing and I'm not working. I am depending on people to help me. And anytime I get money, I go and buy artificial hair. I go and buy artificial nails. You're not working. What are your priorities? Are you going to be depending on people all your life? If you can afford those things, you're making the money, it's okay. You can go buy, it's okay to look good. It's okay to look flashy. It's okay to feel good about yourself. But if you cannot afford it, you have to go and lay foundation of what can help produce those things that you need to make you look that way. And my mother used to tell us those days that she saved from the money that he gave to her for food. Anytime she goes to the market, she will save something. That's why she never lacked anything. She was not working at the time, but she was making money as a housewife then. So you, now that you're not working in this new generation that we are in, computer age, and you make little money, you do your hair. I know how long I carry my natural hair, because it saves me money. To go to the salon here to go and do your hair is $80, $100, $200. I can afford it, but I have something I want to do with that $100. That $100 I will go and use to pay to do my hair. I can use it to do one or two things back home. There are a lot of people that needs it. So I will braid my own hair by myself. I will go and buy nail polish. I will do my nails by myself, so I don't spend that money. Every once in a while I do my nails. But when I know there are people that money can help or can do one or two things for me, I will prevent that. My priorities first. Let me get everything right. When I'm very well to do, I have everything needed. If I don't want to do those things, I want to pay people to take care of everything I can do. But right now, I'm setting my priorities first. There are things that I have to do. There are bills that I have to pay. So we have to start being real and start being fake. If my hair is not my priority, if I wash my hair, I braid it back, I can do it. I don't have to go to the salon. I'm not saying don't do your hair in the salon, no. Quote me right. I'm saying when you cannot afford it. We're talking about setting goals. Those things that you should do first before you start doing other things. When you have everything in place, you can do as you want. But when you're still trying to put things together, you have to know what your priorities are when you're setting goals. Okay? So the goals help to motivate you, help to guide you. When you set goals, I want to go to school. And in 2025, I should be a graduate from so and so. Or I want to go and study this trade. I want to learn to do this in 20. You have to write it down. You visit it. Not just writing it and you forget about it. Every now and then you go and visit it and see, okay, this is what I said I wanted to do. I almost forgot. It reminds you, help guides you. When you have money you want to throw away, when I mean throw away, doing things that are not actually important, it reminds you, oh, don't do that. You can use this for this. And you say, oh, that's true. So what am I saying? I'm just trying to encourage us to be able to focus, to know what our priorities are and know how to accept them. Everybody is not rich. All of us are not from rich family. And you have to accept the fact that you're not Dangote's son or Dangote's daughter. You're not competing with Tedolas daughters. So you have to start adjusting yourself, accepting where you're from, and work towards removing yourself from whatever you don't want to be. And you do it by working hard, not by competing. I cannot afford to buy a hair. Then all I'm looking for is my friend wears this hair. What they call it, straight bone or bone straight. Everybody's wearing bone straight or whatever they call it. I'm sorry, I can't remember what it's called. Everybody's wearing it. And you don't even have any money in your account. If anything should happen right now, you think you're taken to the hospital, you don't even have money to put anything down. You're wearing bone straight. When I went to Nigeria, I went to the hospital. A lot of people are being brought into the hospital. They are all well dressed, all glamorous, but you don't even have the money to deposit. I am not saying that it's okay what they do in the hospital. They don't want to accept people. But now that is the country we're living in. They want you to bring in money before you do this. Are you putting your health plans into your goals in Nigeria? Are you saving for when you get sick? Because you will get sick somehow. Even if you don't get sick, there's accident, there are a whole lot of things. We don't think about that. We buy that hair, 300,000. Meanwhile, you can put a permanent 100,000 somewhere just for health, just in case anything happens to you. Even if you are ill, they take you to the hospital, you can tell somebody, go to my house, I have 100,000 somewhere for health treatment. So we don't put those things, we don't count, we don't add health to our priorities. And these are very, very important. So we should be able to learn how to use our money. Set goals. Set goals and know those things that are important to your life. I've seen rich people. I work in a hospital. I've seen very rich people when they're about to die. What they say, they want to give up their richness, their riches. They want to give everything up just to live. They will pray and say, God, can you take off everything? Take all this money from me. Take off everything I have. Just give me life. It's very difficult. But we don't plan. We don't think that we will get sick. We don't think there will be an emergency. Until there's an emergency, we start calling everybody. And when people are not in the position to help you, or they were not able to help you that time that you need something, you start cursing them that they are wicked. It's their money. If they like, they give it. If they like, they don't give it. You don't know how they get their money. You don't know what their priorities are. They have their priorities. They work hard to get there. So you that you refuse to save, to help yourself, and you're begging and they don't give you and you're getting angry at them, you're the one that is getting vexed. You're the one that is hurting your feelings. They don't even feel that way. I'm not saying those that help should not help, but I'm just telling you, sometimes you ask and they don't have, or something is going on at a particular time, or they have their own priorities and they cannot help you at that time, and you're angry. Are you angry with them forever? You're just vexing for yourself. It's not going to do them anything. If you like, cost them from now to tomorrow. You did not give them money. So, and they are not forced to help you. So let's start fixing those things. Put those things in order. Someday you get sick. Even if you don't get sick, maybe your son, your daughter, your husband, your wife. Start putting 500 naira somewhere. Just in case. Because, and most of the time when these things happen, everybody around you don't have. You'll be asking people, they don't even have to help. Because they have their own problems. So let's begin to accept who we are and work with ourselves. And stop trying to be like other people. Let's try to set goals. Let's have priorities. Let's look for those things that are more important. Those things that we cannot do with. You must eat. That one is a must. So let's try and save. When somebody dashes you 20,000 and you know you're not working, look for what can I do with this 20,000 to get 30,000. Look for something. And stop blaming people. Stop fighting people that are not helping you. You don't know what their own problems are. Anyway, I'm going to stop right here. I just wanted to brief us a little bit about goal setting. Like I said, goal setting is the development of action plan to help motivate you and guide you. All right, guys? So set your goals. Let it help to guide you. Think about those things that are important in your life. Those things that you know that you cannot do without. And look for a way. I'm not saying that you have right now. But in case anything comes, what are you going to do first? Write them down. These are the first things to do. With this, this can lead me to this. Write down your goals. And be real. Focus. Accept yourself the way you are. And try to be better. And stop trying to be like other people. Stop waiting for people to show you the way. Start creating the way. Everybody's afraid to make mistakes. Those people that have made it, they've made mistakes in their life. You go and make mistake. You go and find solution so that you can teach other people. If nobody's coming to help you, you help yourself. Start somewhere. Don't be afraid. You're going to make mistakes. Fine. Everybody's made mistake in their life. Everybody. So guys, I'll leave that. I'll stop here. And I pray that God will give us the grace to be able to know what our priorities are, to set the right goals, to be more focused, to accept ourselves and try to be a better person. God bless you. My name is Ngoziibe. I'll see you next week Sunday. God bless you. God bless you. I see you, Olufemi. How are you? I see Miss Gloria. I scroll down. I see you guys. I see Annie. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you guys. I am Coco. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate. God bless you guys. Tell people, remind people to set their goals. Remind people to be more focused. Talk to one or two persons. Sometimes we'll forget. God bless you, and I'll see you next week Sunday. My name is Ngoziibe. Thank you.